Hello YouTube, this is King Craven, aka Dr. Doom from Team Turbulence again. This is the second part of my Garsem control video. So I'm just going through the extra deck and the side deck real quick. I'm going to start with the side deck. You know, everybody has different choices. If you guys have any ideas as to better things that I could put in for my side and extra deck choices, I'm free to any constructive criticism. Just please tell me, you know, exactly why and what situations you choose to, you know, to put anything over what I currently have. I please ask you to watch the first part of the video before you watch this. But here we go. I'm going to start with the side deck. I have 2 GB hunters. Obviously side tech for playing against GBs. This is one of my hardest matchups. Even though I do have some negation, GBs kind of get around that coming off their own effects. So I need something else to offset having them tag in and tag it on my face. So, because you know, Saber Holes and Black Horn of Heavens just aren't enough, because you know they get around that. So, you know, they're 2,000 beat sticks, so they have to have their, you know, tag. I mean, go into the fusion or tag in the Geyseras on the field before I have her on the field. Other than that, she shuts them down when they swing into her, so they take a bit of damage and it slaps them in the tracks. I run double Mask of Restrict. It's mainly against the different Frognarch builds that are out. They are very annoying. Monarchs are very annoying, of course, as everybody knows. So I run 2 of those in addition to all the other summon negation I have. Is more than enough to clamp down that deck. Usually I win game 1, and then go into this, as well as a lot of graveyard removal, completely take care of that deck. Next, 2 Crevice into the different dimension. Once again, the strongest against Frognarchs. I really have no problem against Frognarchs. But, you know, the graveyard isn't quite as strong as it was in other formats. I know you have Frognarchs as well as the Chaos Plants. This works very well against them as well. So I'm a big fan of, these cards. This is a card no one, I guess, would be expecting to use, but I love Malevolent Catastrophe. I get 3 Heavy Storms, run them against the anti-meta. Since this is kind of an anti-meta-esque build, it allows me to, play anti-meta when I need to, but I can still swarm. So when I play against anti-meta, I actually side out some of the anti-meta cards, some of the back row hate, and go into triple Catastrophe, which is, it's really excellent. Also, Gravekeepers, it's really good. Also Dragoonity, using the fill card and stuff, they have to have, the fill card to win, so all this stuff brushes us off. I really love these cards. Next, I have Kinetic Soldier, pretty much self-explanatory, but I'm going to say it anyway. 6 AM, enough said, beats the heck out of 6 AM. So we're just going to slide along. You guys know that guy. And lastly, I run Triple Crow. You guys think that's a bit much? Yeah, it is a bit much, but I think about half of the decks, the top tier decks this format, have graveyard control. Even decks that you wouldn't immediately think of, siding into. Like you have the new Shining deck out. You get rid of the aliases. It's half the battle. Like I said before, the Chaos Plants, Frognarchs, and to a lesser extent, like I don't know, siding in against the mirror, against other X-Saber decks. A lot of the graveyard abuse in my side deck makes the side really don't have a problem against any of that stuff. So that is the side deck. As for my extra deck, that is, I believe, just as interesting as this main deck. I run in Actually, I'm sorry. I have 2 formula synchrons. With the Ragagore and Pastoral, I actually can make the formula synchron play, and when I do have it on the board, I'm usually able to recycle it. Not enough, I don't get it as guaranteed to want to run 3, but enough to run 2, and I get it on the half decent. Armory Arm, also have the Armory Arm play available, and a few different ways, so that's in there. Catastor. Catastor isn't as big as it's been in other formats, but I still like it in there as a 5-star choice. Wayne. Most builds don't run Wayne in their synchro deck. I like the 5-star. It makes me be able to push into 8-star with Full Helm Knight, and I can bring it right back with Golem's Recall and go into 8 stars. I have 1, 2, and 3-star synchros in my main deck, so having the different choices is very good. And besides, I am able to get the effect off of Special Summon the Warrior, which is really nice. Double High Inlay. Every X-Saber runs that. Same with Bionic. Urbellum. Don't like this guy. He's only in here as a placeholder for the new 2500 attack 7-star X-Saber Synchro, who's going to be much better. But I do use him on occasion just in going into Golems and whatever else. But, you know, he's not really here. He's just a placeholder. Black Rose Dragon. Once again, Phil Blow Up, self-explanatory. Ancient Fairy Dragon. He's been seeing a lot of play lately to counteract Dragoonity and Gravekeepers. I like him. I think he's very good. 3000 ass. Keeps the fill cards away. So I have to run him in here. My favorite synchro to go into of choice is Scrap Dragon. Of course, because he can blow up Garsem and Dark Soul. When I have a strong hand and I push for game, I usually make him when I have Garsem and 2 other X-Sabers on the field. It lets me blow him up and go into Full Troll. Even if I have Full Troll on the field already, I'll still, and use the effect, I'll blow up Garsem, search Full Troll, special the same Full Troll, use that effect, bring back something else, maybe Garsem again, being a stronger attack. At that point he's probably like 2400. And I'll spam Garsem every turn to get a free X-Saber. So he is the best synchro in the deck. Stardust Dragon. He is self-explanatory. I only run 1 Golems. A lot of builds run 2. I don't see the need to, especially with 3 Golems E-Call. It really isn't a need to, especially because I can choose to go into a bunch of 8 stars as opposed to him. I usually go for him when I know for a fact that I have the ability to go for the hand loop, discard the opponent's hand. But and when I'm in pressure situations, of course, to push for the extra damage to get over dumb stuff. And last but not least, yes, I run Shooting Star Dragon. Of course, with Pastoral and then the ability to make 2 Shooting Stars, it's not too difficult to get him out when I want to, and I don't want to go for Scrap Dragon, maybe early game. If I have Stardust, I'll make a push and go Shooting Star early game, and sometimes that himself, coming out turn 2, turn 3, is enough to win me the game. And that is it. So that is my Garsem control deck. It is very different, but it's very effective. So please, anyone, try it out. Give me your comments. Let me know what you think about it, any changes you'd make. And I will see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.